Well, hello there, fans from YouTube and all around the world, internet and everything. I want to show you some more of a program I found called World Painter. Now, this painter program is for Minecraft, and you guys all know what Minecraft is. This one here allows you to basically create your own worlds out of nothing, and I literally mean nothing. You can take a flat ground out of water and literally create what you see on my screen here. Or better yet, I have another world I've been working a lot of detail on. But this tutorial, this is more of a tutorial slash introduction to the program, and I want to show you what this is capable of. So first off, let's see what we're looking at here. We're looking at, obviously, water. We got some land and a nice mountain peak. We got a little pond in the center of the little island. We got sand around the island, and of course, maybe a small little desert area. Now, to do all this is quite simple, and actually, in fact, very, very easy. And what I'm going to do is we're going to wipe this out. And there's a tools up here, and the tool I'm going to use is just this flatten tool. And I'm going to click a spot on the water, and we're just going to wipe it all out, erase the whole thing. And I hear some of you screaming, but why? Why? Well, because we're going to remake it. In fact, this time let's make something even cooler. So we have several brushes at our disposal. Now, brushes are these things up here. They're how they affect how to raise or lower terrain. So we've got our little circle brush here. It's called spike circle, and if you look at it, you'll see why it's a spike. It basically comes up as a spike in the center point, so that's why it's called a spike circle. Now this one here is a linear circle, which means it kind of goes out linearly, and you see how the circle points go. It's not as sharp as the spike circle. This one here is our, let's see what it is. What is this called? Sine. So this is, imagine a sine wave. So actually what this does, and I see it happening here myself, watch how everything spreads out sinular. Sinular, a word? Anyway. And we got a plateau. Now this is kind of cool. So you want to make a plateau. You just do this, and it comes up to a peak, and then it starts to kind of go out. So you have yourself a real steep hill. And what I'm going to do is view. Show 3D view. Let's get this over here out of the way. 3D view there. And that's okay. So there's our circles. You can see our plateau, how it rises up like that. Our spikes. Let's get back to the spike for a second here. See how they come up to a nice point. Nice point. Let's bring it right up. Alright. What I'm going to do is stick this here. I'm going to size this so we can see this better. And if I'm successful in moving this time, which I'm usually not, this here used to be able to move these around. I'm just going to move this over here, the brush. We just use it here. There we go. Alright, so enough of that. I just wanted to show you what each one does. See how here's your spike. It really comes up to a point. The other ones don't do that. So let's go back. We're going to erase everything here again. And erase, erase, erase. And you'll see it update there when I let go of the button. Okay, let me just fix this up here, guys, a little bit. There. Alright, so what do you want to do? Oftentimes you want to start by coming up with an idea of what you want to make. Most people, you want to make some land, obviously. So I use this tool here, the up and down arrow. It's your raise land tool. Raise or lower terrain. And you can basically, oh, I got them over here. Choose what you want to do. Now there's these squares as well, and they're the same as the circles, but they are more square shape. See, like that. I'm not going to do that. They're good for other things. Control Z, Control Z. First off, I want to use this one here. I like this one. It's kind of in the middle, and it's good for raising big chunks of land at a time. So I just use my mouse pointer and my mouse wheel. I can make this bigger or smaller. So if we're getting some big chunks of land up, this is what I'm going to do. And we'll just make ourselves a nice big island here because we're out in the ocean. And I just keep moving around. Don't mind the grass and the terrain that's there already, because that's from before. Alright. Now what we've got here is ourselves a pretty perfect island. So we don't want pretty perfect. So we're going to go to our noise tool. Let's give this a bit of noise. Rough it up a little bit here. And first off, I want to clean up that terrain. Let's clean this up. We don't want all the remnants from before. I use these dark ones here because they just really erase it fast. Okay. So we're gonna go back to our terrain raising tool. Now water. Now I like to make our water look a little more realistic. So I'm using the right mouse button to bring this down a bit. And we're gonna deepen it out here. This is deep water. And we're gonna, there we go. And now I gotta answer my phone. Just 1 second. Alright folks, so as you heard, my phone rang. It turned out to be my sister, and I decided to continue talking to her while I did this video. But what I'm going to do, because you guys really could care less what I was talking to her about, I'm just going to speed up all that and carry on from here. So as you can see, I kind of made a little island, and I stuck a little pond in the center, some little land there. Got myself a nice little harbor here. We're going to have a harbor here. This, I'm thinking, what I'm going to do is make a really cool waterfall, because if you notice where you put the mouse pointer over an area, in the bottom left it says location 3073, height 60 of 255, and material grass, so on and so forth, and water level 64. So this is important information. And depth, you can see even how deep it is. If I go over here, you see the depth is 13, 20. And I personally don't like to make my water level too deep. And up here you see the water level 70. I made the water level higher here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make a waterfall here, and the best way to do that actually is in-game. But let's bring our tools back up and carry on. I think I might make a nice little... So I'm all doing this off the top of my head right now. I still want some mountains here. Now these here, 170, these are pretty high mountains. But they're too rounded, as you can see in our 3D view. So I want to rough them up a little bit more. So... that said, let's use this tool, shrink her down a little bit. We don't want so intense. Let's see if we can just kind of go in here, see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let's just quickly do this. See, this definitely does take a bit of practice. And I'm also going to show you in my next video some in-game stuff you can do. So with an awesome plugin called Voxel Sniper. I just want to kind of take the peak. I want to make the peak higher without raising it. I just kind of want to lower what's around it. So let's kind of just do this. Now I can smooth all this out at the risk of smoothing that whole mountain. Yeah. If you get anything too rough, just go around, you smooth it out. Say here, I do want to rough this up a bit, so let's just zoom right in here and rough this peak right up. Yeah, there we go. So what I did was I'm using my noise tool, basically generating noise all around this mountain. Now not so much on the sides, mostly on the bottom. Because the only view we got is the back. I want to put some of the back too. There. Alright. Now we're going to get some rocks. Let's see, I'm going to use the noise tool again and lightly scatter rocks on top of here. And I'm just going to click. I'm not going to hold because I don't want to overdo it. As you can see in the picture, you can see the rocks on there. Now we'll just go. This mountain here could use a little bit of rocks too. And that's actually here. The other mountain I was thinking about was this one. Just going to put some rocks here. Some rocks here and get some more here. Now, I really do like the cobble or gravel look, so I'm gonna flick some gravel in here. Here we go. And you know what? I'm liking that. All right, let's get some sand around that beach, guys. So this time we want a lot of sand. So let's go with this one here, and I'm gonna zoom in one more because we want to be close. We want to be more accurate with this. Let's see, we kind of also want to smooth around the beach a bit so it's not so rough. So I'm just going to smooth around the beach. And this really depends on how perfect you want it. If you're trying to make a perfect world, well, good luck, my friend, you're going to be here a while. But if you want to really make something nice, you can definitely do that in this game. So that's good enough for now. I'm not going to get too detailed, with the exception I'm going to smooth out this water. I don't like it all like this. Now that said, we can make it deeper. I just want to make it a little more real like. So let's make ourselves some nice deeper water. And you never know what you could do with something like this. You can put a treasure ship in the bottom of this. You can bury some kind of cabin maybe. Maybe there could have been a cabin here and it got flooded, and inside that you could put, you know, some journal or something that talks about a long lost treasure, or who knows, maybe a hermit can live on one of these islands and you can discover him, or any kind of stuff like that. Now I'm just going to smooth this out. So we deepened it, rounded off the edges, smoothed it out. Now for the sand. Let's do this one. And zoom in. I'm just going to go along the edge. Wait, that's no more hardcore. And like this. Actually, I think even more hardcore. Yes, there we go. Sand. So be careful with your mouse here. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go slip like that. If you do, Control Z, and it will undo it. So steady hand here, and don't forget, anything you do can be changed in game. So let's see. For whatever reason, that shouldn't be sand. Maybe that could be a wooden dock. There we go. We got some sand. Now, let's zoom out. What else can we do? How are we doing for time here? Alright, just check the time at 18 minutes. I'm going to be speeding up a bit this video anyway. So I think what we could do is maybe a jungle. Here, for you guys wanting jungles, now, you can do it. You can definitely do jungles. However, to do a jungle, you need to let the game populate the area. So let's just say this edge up here we want jungle, and let's go ahead and generate kind of a lower jungle closer to the water. It's not going to be so high up. So let's lower this land a bit. In fact, I'm going to use my leveling tool right here, and we're just going to level this off because we know that's pretty much one above the water. It's 64 actually. That's 65. Alright. We're going to bring this up, but actually we want this 65. Okay, so where's some of your jungle area? Now let's raise it up a bit in certain spots. I don't know, a little bit of a hill here. We'll use this for hills. A little bit of a hill here. Okay. Nice over here. I want a nice beach. Let's have a nice little, you know what? I want to show you. Let's have a nice little pond in this jungle. I want to show you how gross the jungle water looks. But of course, what's a pond without a river going out to the jungle? So we're going to do this. Like that. Now, let's get a beach in here. You saw me do that, so I'm just going to zoom right through this real quick. Alright, so let's add some water to a pond. Now, this is important, guys. You need to make sure you add water to a bit of land that's completely enclosed, because if not, well, it works this time. Well, I guarantee you, next time it works, it's going to flood the world, and I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, it didn't flood the world, but it flooded more than we wanted. The reason is because this spot right here and this spot here were not closed in. So I'm just going to actually just right click and take that away. Take that away, take that away. Should be good. What I really meant to show you was something more disastrous where it'll flood the whole world. But now that we know that there's a couple spots that's going to flood, let's just raise the land ever so slightly here. Okay, because we want to make this jungle water a little deeper, but we really don't want to flood the world. And in fact, maybe we could just deepen like this. Yeah, that'd be nice. Alright. Let's come on out here. I want a nice waterfall too, but I don't think we're going to get it with this. Not deep enough. Okay guys, I just had to do a quick little bit of editing there. You guys hopefully won't mind, but what I want to do before this video gets way too long is I want to put a little jungle in here, and I want to make this spot a really cool waterfall. Now this is going to happen in my next video, so what I'm going to do is create all the land and get everything all set up for that. But in the meantime, let's get some more land here. We need to raise, where's my brushes? My brushes are here. Let's raise this up a little bit. We're going to get a bit of a hill. This is going to be a bit of a hill here. And we're going to come out like this. You know, and we're going to have ourselves a nice little lake in here. Unfortunately, it won't be too nice because it's jungle, and we all know jungle water is kind of gross looking. At least in the texture pack I use. But we'll raise this up. Or maybe we'll make this like the base of these mountains here. So I'm just going to raise it up a little bit. We're not going to do too high. And I'm going to smooth this out. And let me zoom out a little bit so we don't go too crazy. Okay, I'm going to use another tool, our little noise tool, to kind of just roughen this up a bit so we don't have too perfect of a slope. And same with over here. And now, let's say over here we want some rocky cliffs. I mean, this is going to be pretty steep. So we got our beach, but really we should have some rocky cliffs. So let's get back to our rock, which is this one here. Our rock mix of stone and cobblestone. And we're going to go to this one, and we're going to liberally, like lightly, zoom in, and we're just going to paste a little bit in here. Okay, we really don't want to overdo this. And I want to get some gravel in there too, because I like gravel. I like gravel a lot. Okay, perfect. Perfect! Alright, let's get some more water in that lake. Whoa, okay, so we went out there. Let's undo that. Undo. We're going to have to raise that lake water a little bit here. So we do want to raise this lake. We want to make a nice waterfall. So we're going to bring the lake up to this point. And yeah, so as you guys are watching this video, I'm going to be rendering and getting the next video uploaded, which is where I'm going to log into this land, and we're going to do some cool things inside the world to make this look nice. That said, now let's get some more water in here. There we go. And our waterfall is going to go through here, so we're going to stretch this out a bit. Come back in a little. There we go. Now, jungle time. Here we use biomes. Now, there's no biomes anywhere, so what we're going to do is use jungle here, and we're basically just going to click and say we want a bit of jungle scattered around here. This isn't very thick jungle. If you want very thick, click on this here, and you're going to get yourself nice thick jungle. Just be a little wary of that, because a very thick jungle can be pretty damn thick. You know what? Even in the water, jungle in the water, because that way you'll see what I mean by the grass. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. We're going to do jungle all the way around here and through here. But I think that'll be it for jungle. Now we'll just do regular forest for everything else. That's swamp, extreme hills, forest. Just gonna make this big because I just want to do this quick. This is all regular forest. Alright people, well that's it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me just zoom out and we'll see what we made. So this is our wonderful creation. Is it paradise? Is it hell? Who knows? We're going to have to wait till the next episode when we log in, we check it out, and we see what we've got, and then we can do some in-game terraforming. So stay tuned, that's going to be up very shortly, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Give me your suggestions, comments, likes, ideas, projects, whatever you want. Let me know, and I'll do it, and I'll appreciate all feedback. So thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. Until next time.